Hey everybody, Oko here, and welcome back to our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI. And that was the very final Epidemic Hunt. Yeah, we've been working really hard here in Abyssea Ulugaron. It's been a long time since we've been here collecting these, but I actually got two there. That was one more than I needed, but that was actually then the 75th and 74th Epidemic Horn that I've collected here. Finally, over these many, many months. Where are they? There they are. Put those in there. There we are, 76. Alright, but we only needed 75. It's too bad. You can't really sell these on the auction house or bazaar them, and you can't give them to people, so it's kind of a shame. And you can't sell them anywhere, so it's kind of a waste, but that's okay. We got the 75, which is what we needed in order to finally upgrade our Almas, which has been a long time since we've been using this, but now we can finally upgrade it to level 90. So I will meet you guys in Rulud Gardens, and we'll talk to the Magi-Moogle and get that upgraded. And then we'll continue on to more Abyssea stuff, which is the focus of this episode. So I'll see you guys in Juno, Rulud Gardens. Alright, here we are, back with the Magi-Moogles. So, if I remember how to do this correctly, first we have to unequip the sword. And then we want to deposit that into the trunk with the horns. There we are, 75 of them. Took a long, long time to collect those. What a glorious sight there, 75 Epidemic Horns, there it is. So, there we are, yep, we'll deposit those. Right, now we trade the Almas to the Moogle. Yes. So, the 85. And there we are, the Empyrean Sword, the Almas, is now up to level 90. Alright, so we're going to take a little look at this Almas, because this might be the last time we see it. It could be ever. I don't know. It might be a very long time before we ever upgrade this again, because there's two more steps, but it's back to the ambuscade grinding again. It's the what is it, 1500... heavy metal plates, and then the last step is the 60 either Rift Roast or Rift Cinders. I'm not quite sure which one it is. Might be Rift Cinder for this Empyrean weapon. But, I mean, with the amount, because we use our Bird Gang so much, and we even have the Excalibur as a backup, which is a good sword, I really don't think that we're going to be doing much more with the Almas, because it's just so much work getting those heavy metal plates, and the Rift Roast and Rift Cinder, that, yeah, and we're just, we use the Bird Gang so much and Excalibur as a backup, we just really don't need the Almas. So unless we plan on doing some Blue Mage stuff in the future, and I want to max this out for Blue Mage, that might be something we would do, but yeah. In the meantime, though, we're just going to put the Almas aside. The reason I wanted to start with that, though, was just to show the where we left off, really, with doing a lot of Abyssea stuff in the Ulugaron range. But we're going to be heading back and finishing off a lot of the story missions for Abyssea in this episode. So now that we've completed all of the zone bosses from all of the areas, we will go to Port Juno and talk to Jacquem. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, now that we have killed all of the zone bosses in all the different 7 Abyssea zones, let's talk to Jacquem and see what he has to say now. Oko, I couldn't believe my ears when first I heard the news. Your exploits against the Abyssian hordes have allowed us to escape the rut we're in. For once I find myself thanking the gods for stranding me in this world. With your help, there's hope yet for Abyssia. Why, there are even some as say it might be restored to its former glory. I myself am not one for counting eggs before they're hatched, but one thing's for certain. The seed of hope has sprouted. A seedling it is still, but lit with determination and watered with perseverance into a great towering oak, it'll surely grow. A long road stretched far ahead of us, but with your help, Oko, we'll follow it one step at a time, till the day we reach its end. Alright, well, I'm sure he has more to say than that, so let's talk to him again. By the heavens, Oko, ye truly did it. Ye did for that detestable menace. Is there no limit to your potential, mate? When word of your amazing deed reached me ears, me whole body fair trembled with excitement. With a staunch comrade such as ye fighting beside us, there's nothing me folk and I need fear. Now, I'm not so naive as to celebrate prematurely. I know full well it'll take much time and effort, yet afore our former lives are restored. But we've managed to cast off the shackles of despair, a right momentous first step. The situation's taken a turn for the better all across the land, and we owe it all to ye, Oko. I honestly don't know where we'd be without ye. From what vile loins were the Abyssian horde spawned? And why did the sky take on a bloody red? Questions such as these remain unanswered, to be sure. But with the aid of ye and yours, we're getting closer and closer to uncovering the truth. Ah, don't be taking me comment the wrong way, mate. The help you've already afforded us verges on immeasurable, and it's not me intentions to put undue pressure on ye. Having said that, I hope you'll stand with us through the very end. Let's try and talk to him again. Ah, Oko. Good to lay eyes, mate. Alright, now he's just normal Joachim again. Ye never ceased to amaze me, Oko. Why, not only did ye shine... I didn't get a chance to read that. Words can't express how glad I am to have ye fighting on our side. Ah, what I wouldn't give to possess even half your strength, to be able to do something for me own folk. But there's something I must confess. Part of me's grateful for being stranded here. Thankful that I never again have to set foot upon that hell on earth. That I think such cowardly thoughts, it racks me with guilt, Oko. Ye understand how I feel, ye say. Ye truly are a kind-hearted soul. It's a rare man who possesses both strength and compassion in abundance like ye. Please forgive me for that unseemly display. The pressures of me world's plight can be overwhelming at times. Oko, I pray ye never cease to be the ray of hope for the folk of Abyssia. Yeah, and with that, I believe we can do another mission at... Here, let's just talk to him again. Ah, Oko, always a sight for sore eyes. I've got a message for ye here. From ye-know-who, needs to speak with ye again, he says. The location's different this time, mind ye. Ye even heard of the Hall of the Gods, mate? Ye ever heard of the Hall of the Gods, mate? I'll fill ye in on the directions just for good measure. To get there, first leave the Marifata Mountains from the northeast. Ye should find yourself standing in the structure in the sanctuary of Zita, the gateway to the Li Talor region. Make your way north through the coniferous forest, and you'll wind up in the sprawling ruins of Romave. Proceed further on in, and you'll eventually come upon the Hall of the Gods. In olden times, the place was said to be the destination for many a pilgrim. Nowadays, though, you're more like to bump into spirits. There's nary a better place for hush-hush dealings, I reckon. As I explained before, the man can only step over to the side for short durations. Aye, for him to pick such an isolated meeting location tells me something's afoot. As for the time, remember what I told ye earlier. Only from dusk till dawn can he cross over to this world. Be keeping that in mind. While I'm not privy to the purpose of this next meeting, I know the man wouldn't cross over here for whimsical reasons. From what I know, ye can get as far as Romave on Chocoback, though the poor beasts balk at entering the ruins. A teleport spell would also help quicken the journey a deal. Now, this is probably needless of me to say, Oko, but be careful out there, eh? Yeah, well, we know how to get there. We've been there many, many times. Whoops. Yeah, while I'm here, I'm just gonna get a Traverser Stone. No, not ready for that yet. Okay, so we'll head over to Romave quickly and talk to his friend and see what he has to say now in our new location. So, here we are in Romave. Let's re-enter the Hall of the Gods. We haven't been here in a while. Let's revisit it. See if anything happens. Arr, Oko. Mighty good of ye to oblige me and invite to this out-of-the-way place, matey. You see, we be needing the, something or what's hereabouts. Magenta field or some magnetic feel or some such. The sciencey stuff be way off me maps. Here be monsters. Yarr! Last we spoke, last I prattled, more like. I gae ye me solemn word I'd cork up me ramblin', and a pirate's word be as good as the gold he hoards. Arg! So it oughta please ye to know someone else'll do most of the talking today. Who be the special guest, ye ask? Why, none other than the little mistress ye'd shown so much interest in, matey. As it happens, the feelin' be mutual, and she been asking after ye too. Out ye come now, little missy. Oko's here, and awaiting your pleasure. My gratitude for this favor, Gilgamesh. No call for thanks now, hearing out. No call for thanks now. Hearing out the whilms peppy young lasses be as much a hobby of mine as borin' hapless adventurers to tears with me inane blatherin'. Arg. Greetings, Oko. My name is Eshentarl. Before I begin, please accept my apologies for having to appear before you in this unseemly state. Unlike a chosen few, I do not possess the power to traverse worlds. For this reason, I requested that our meeting take place within the Hall of the Gods, that we might harness the energy that permeates these sacred grounds. Never before had a partial dimensional crossing such as this been attempted. I must express my relief that the experiment is a success, else we might never have had the opportunity to speak. Judging by your expression, I gather we are already acquainted in your world. It would seem fate has had a hand in bringing us together once more. The world of mortals, the collective lives of men, is as a great river, formed in innumerable tributaries converging upon a single torrential flow. And you, Oko, are as a single leaf borne on the current, a current that brings together fellow drifters as often as it parts them. Be it distant future or forgotten past, such is your destiny as it's writ in the stars. A destiny you share with your counterpart in Abyssia. Well, do I know of your valor, Oko? The selfless actions you have taken on our world's behalf? To you, I would entrust the truth of Abyssia, a secret I have kept closely guarded for the longest time. The cataclysm that has ravaged the land. It is a thing spawned from the will of Promethea, a primeval divinity who has stirred to wakefulness with the coming of his worldly avatar. Eh? A man-god? I gone me entire life thinking there be just the goddess. Now ye say there also be a he? Correct. Also known as the Twilight God. Promethea has existed alongside the dawn goddess Altana since the beginning of time. The statue erected within this hall, standing opposed to that of the goddess, is none other than his likeness. Much knowledge pertaining to Promethea's existence has long lain hidden from the prying eyes of mortals. Indeed, that the world was born from the tragedy that befell the two divinities is known only to a select few. Arg, this career pirate ain't sure he follows. It was the age of gods. The Lord of Chaos, Promethea, desired and succumbed to complete death. In her grief, Altana bestowed upon the fallen deity the light of the true crystal, and in so doing gave birth to life. Thus was mankind created. The true crystal, drained of its power, shattered into 5 parts. Bereft of its blessed light, the realm of gods was reduced into the world of mortals, Abyssia. Yet the will of the gods persisted, graven deep within mankind, and with it, the dream that the world be returned to its former state, that paradise, the realm of gods, be restored. So too did the desire for death live on unfading, a smoldering darkness and emptiness within the souls of mortals. Blimey, I won't lie to ye, missy. The bulk of your tale flew right over me head like a screeching gull. I think I grasped the meat of it, though. This something or other be the reason behind Abyssia's wretched state, aye? But what be so terrible about a dead deity being restored to life? Wouldn't a living god serve better in a stiff one? That is not the case, I fear, for it was the Twilight God's death that brought forth mankind. His resurrection would therefore spell our demise. By Leviathan's whiskers! The disfiguring metamorphosis of the land is a manifestation of lives being reclaimed by Promethea. Drained of its power for aeons, the true crystal, too, has begun to regain its erstwhile form and light. The wheels of the world's rebirth have been set in motion. Arg. So this be the culprit behind the reddening sky and the earthquakes, among a host of other things. Correct. The lattice-shaped breakdown of the land is proof positive of this reversion. Oko, Gilgamesh, I must beg of your forgiveness. That this event would come to pass had been foretold since ancient times. It was my intent to be fully prepared when the day came, to be ready to avert disaster. But in the end, I was powerless before the unyielding avalanche of fate. But in the end, I was powerless before the unyielding avalanche of fate. That the people now suffer so is due to my impotence. The blame lies with me. That's not true. Oko? Arrgh, I wholeheartedly second Oko. There be no call for beating yourself up on this, lass. By me measure, things would have turned out so pretty if he hadn't done the drudgery below decks. Ye can be proud of your efforts, little missy. Abyssia might never be her cynical self again, but we're still standing here, alive and kicking. The world's rebirth's begun. There be no denying that, but it ain't over either. The situation ain't improving much, true, but neither has it been deteriorating. If I ain't mistaken, there be some kind of anchor keeping this ship from smashing into the jagged rocks o' Apocalypse. What do you mean? I'd state me one good peeper them champions o' Abyssia had something to do with it. Might be they went and met their maker, and in more ways one, hey? But that don't mean their efforts were for naught. So where the hell did ye go? And what the devil did they do? Now I got a nose for treasure and an eye for booty. And they're saying if we follow the trail, we just might hit gold. Gilgamesh. Now, I be just a simple sailor, but I pride myself on being a good judge of folk. And I judge ye well as well gets, little missy. I be on this ship with ye to the bloody end, whether it takes us to treasures untold or Davy Jones' locker. And I know Oko shares the same sentiments. Ain't that right, matey? Aye, with all me heart. Oko. That be the spirit, matey. For one not even o' our world, ye sure be dependable. Thank you, Gilgamesh, Oko. It has done my spirit well to have spoken with the two of you. Your theory in particular, Gilgamesh, bears further investigation. I too shall do what I can on this quarter. For now, I take my leave of you. Fare ye well. And there ye have it. If I find out anything, you'll be the first to know, matey. Through Joachim, of course. I must say, all of this gets me Buccaneer's blood pumping. After all, it ain't every day you get to stick it to the man. Well, a god in this case. And one who chooses death to boot. There be no guarantees to be had that a happy ending awaits us. But it gives me heart, Oko, knowing you're fighting on our side. Till next time, promise me you won't go getting yourself killed. Right, here we are back at Juneau. Let's talk to Joachim. Ah, Oko. Always a sight for sore eyes. I've got a message for ye here, from ye-know-who. Needs to speak with ye again, he says. Time and place are the same as before. The Hall of the Gods, deep within Romave. Only from dusk till dawn can he cross over to this world. Keeping that in mind. While I'm not privy to the purpose of this next meeting, I know the man would have crossed over here for whimsical reasons. What's that, mate? It bothers ye that I don't even seem the slightest bit curious, you say? As a matter of fact, the chance was dangled in front of me, and to hear the whole truth. Thing is, I wasn't able to muster up the courage to reach out for it. Shied away at the last moment. There be things better left in the shadows, matey, that old sea dog said. And so I resolved to stay ignorant in me bliss for a while longer, and have been keeping me peace. Given a bit of time, though, the day'll come when I'm ready to face the truth of things. In any wise, ye best be going now, Oko, else me ramblin' is never like to end. try talking one more time. Yeah. It's just a regular old Joachim. You know what? I was just thinking, is Joachim and Gilgamesh the same person, but from different times? Or different, like, dimensions? I don't know. Maybe. Let me just see something here. Joachim has an eye patch on his left eye. Alright, let's go back to the Hall of the Gods. I think we can still have enough time today to do it. We've been waiting for you, matey. Thank you once again for coming. I apologize that a location more convenient cannot be arranged. My time is limited, as you are already aware. So pray excuse me if I seem curt. Tell me, Oko, are you aware of the current state of Abyssia? It's, bad. Question mark? Arr, Oko and we talked. Well, I blathered more like. About that subject, some when first we met. It be something to do with objects across dimensions existing at the same time, aye? You are not wrong, Gilgamesh. Pray allow me to elaborate. Even before the great cataclysm befell, numerous realities had existed side by side, near but never encroaching. This tenuous coexistence, however, now threatens to come to an end. Separate dimensions are being merged into one, driven by the will of Promethea. And it is that self-same with that birthed the multitudinous new species that breathe only to eradicate mankind. Promethea desires the reversion of the mortal realm into paradise. However, this transformation cannot take place so long as mortals exist. This is the truth behind that which the survivors have come to fear as the Abyssian hordes. Crikey! Talk about getting your ship sunk. These creatures are, for all intents and purposes, emissaries of God. For mortals to be taken by them, some might be fain to call them salvation. Pshaw! That ain't no salvation I be signing up for. Not this lifetime, and sure as heck not the next, neither. Might be mankind sprung out from the loins of this man-god, but each of us have got a mind of our own, and we might say's this be nothing I want no part of. Eloquently said, Gilgamesh, and truer than you might know, for even as the twilight god harbors death and emptiness, so too does the desire for life survive within him. There is no greater proof of this than that mankind, his children, choose to fight for survival, and so it is our destiny to make a stand, even should it mean defying the will of a god. And defy it you did, Oko, the you and yours of Abyssia. Our destination is the highest plane of existence, the celestial capital Altair. There is where the final battle between mankind and Promethea was waged. Arg, if we already know where to go, then it ought be smooth sailing from here on out. If all dimensions be merging into one, then this altitude place ought to be somewhere on Abyssia, aye? Even should we determine its location, gaining access will not be a simple affair, I fear. Due to the cataclysm, the precious few gateways that once existed are no more. No more, ye say? They are disappeared someplace? They up and disappeared someplace? The portal at the Sea of Shumeo, for one, was lost when the great tremor shook the land. Even if it yet exists, perhaps on the sea floor, there is naught to suggest that it can still be reached. Arg, the currents and storms in those there parts been feared for their treacherousness, even since before the gull dung splattered the sails, and this pirated sooner skipper his ship from atop the deck, not among the fishes and seaweeds. Just so. 3 other gateways were situated, on each in Lethine, Konchat, Tarongery. Inside 'em craggy white things, aye? The one as stood in the plateau ain't there no more. I saw for myself. Why, it's as if it weren't ever there to begin with. The crags, Holla, Dem, and Maya. All three were gateways to the true crystal, linked to it via the crystal line. That they have now disappeared could only mean one thing. The 5 fragments of the true crystal, too, are beginning to merge into one. Arg, I ain't sure I follow. So that Fandangle crystal be trying to glue itself together? But what o' it? That the fragments are merging is past certain. The one question that remains, then, is where the joining will take place. I believe that the answer we seek may be found on Qufim, the island which served as the point of convergence for the crystal line. I regret to say, however, that the undersea cave linking Juno to the island, too, has been inaccessible since the collapse of Heaven's Bridge. Furthermore, what? Be there no end to this woman? Arg! But who be this pirate to talk? Well, carry on then. The likelihood is high that the celestial capital, Altair, has not in fact descended to Abyssia. You've gone and lost me again, lass. Forgive me, but the workings of Apocalypse are seldom simple. I shall endeavor to explain things more plainly. The return of the Keeper of the Apocalypse should have spelled the end of mankind, yet this has not come to pass. And I credit your hypothesis to be the reason, Gilgamesh, that the champions of Abyssia have done something to prevent the complete merging of dimensions. There exists a place that has undergone drastic change, a place that is of Abyssia, yet not part of it, and though not small by any measure, it has large escaped our notice. O Abyssia, but not part of it, large but escapes notice. Blimey, little missy. Could you dispense with the riddles and spit it out already? As it pleases you, Gilgamesh. The place I speak of is none other than the moon. Well, shave me beard and call me senile. The moon appears to have greatly increased in size, it is obvious, if only one knows to look. Whether it has grown larger in actuality, or has simply been drawn nearer to Abyssia, cannot be readily determined. All things considered, however, I am compelled to believe it is to there that Altair has descended. Assuming what ye say be true, how the bloody heck do we get to the moon? Fire ourselves out of cannons? The cavernous maws, ye reckon? The same ones we been using all this while? Being portals that connect our world, Abyssia, to Oko's own, it is not beyond imagining that the self-same maws can take us to Altair. Our agents report frozen maws scattered across the land, but there seems to be no way of rousing them. Those are of no concern to us, for I am convinced the gateway we seek will not be so apparent, but rather hidden beyond mortal reach by a force that loves us not. Loves us not? What gives ye that impression, if I might ask? To explain would require us to revisit the subject of life forms. Pray bear with me. Of the heretofore unseen creatures that rose to prominence in the Cataclysm's wake, none is shrouded in more mystery and held in greater trepidation than the Cataray. Even more striking, however, is the close resemblance they bear to mankind, where others of the Abyssian hordes appear to be not more than accidents of nature. This similarity, I do not believe, is innocent coincidence. Once again, I find myself resorting to speculation, but I suspect the Cataray's involvement is the greater scheme of things. Crikey, little missy, most of us can put 2 and 2 together, but the figures ye play with be in the tens of thousands. But seeing as we don't get nothing else to go on, I reckon this line of possibility be feasible as any. So, the Katarei, eh? This recalls to me mind reports of folk feeling their emotions being ruled by some unknown force when confronting them. If ye ask me, there be something hidden within the foul shadows they cast. Ain't that right, Oko? Oko, I believe you already know what must be done. You must go forth and defeat the creatures. Yes, every last one. The likelihood that the Katarei block our path to salvation can be ill-ignored. Even if eliminating them proves fruitless to our greater cause, it would nonetheless be a kindness to the survivors. I am not unmindful of the immeasurable good you have already done for our cause, yet we must ask of your aid once again. Mankind is forever in your debt, Oko. Har har. Now that be the Oko I know. Not that we acquainted for long, to be sure. 6 subspecies of the Katarei have been confirmed to exist. Besides the fact that they display territorial behavior, however, we have managed to learn little else. We know full well we send you into perilous domain. Please take all care. Arg! Me hearties and I be counting on ye, matey. In the meantime, I be off to dig us up more O.M. Moz, just in case we miss something. Alright, so those Katarei that we're going to be hunting for are located in each of the Abyssia areas, and they are sort of have different circumstances in order to make them show up. Most of them are just timed spawns at particular times of the day. We might be able to catch the first one at Terangri. Let's try that. So this is Vertical Conflux 7. I've never activated it before, so we'll just do it now. So we want to be around here between the time of 17 to 22 to look for one of the Katarei, whose name is Iritham. There he is. He's right around this mountain. So I got my party all together. We're all ready to go. I'll even eat something. Got lots of meat kebabs right now. Let's eat one of those. Alright, Iritham. So this is the first of... This is the first of the Katarei we're going to be facing. And the easiest one to find, I think. Oh, no! Is this another... Okay, no, we're alright. Sorry, I thought there was another player here who had already claimed it, but no. That's just something else. Okay, Iritham, so here we go. Neat looking. Yeah, so we're right around here. Warcry, Berserk, Rampart, Felty, Shield Bash. Well, This Eartham doesn't seem to be doing very much, but... Not much to say, it's kind of just floating there. I guess it is attacking. Yeah, not much to say, so... It's just about gone. Don't think we're gonna have time for another weapon skill. We are just about finished. Well, maybe they will. No. Done. Alright, so there we are. So, Tarongery, Abyssea Tarongery. First one done. So, yeah, so, not sure where the next one's gonna be. Let me take a look here. Eartham, done. So there's one at, I think the next one that's timed. Could be showing up in the early morning. So I think I might hunt that one first. So we're going to be heading to the Abyssea Misero. So this is another vertical conflux I've never activated before for some reason, but we'll do it now. This is number 7 at Abyssea Misero Coast. And it is right by a dilapidated door. So let's go through that. So we'll just look at the map. So we're right down in this area here, very southern part. So that might be the person we're looking for right there. It is Kuthare. Alright, it wasn't too hard to find this one. Yeah, I think this one can show up most of the day, actually. Here we are, Kuthare. The next, Katare. Give us some boosts. This guy does look pretty tough, huh? We're doing alright. So we're all buffed up, we got food. And this one seems to be moving around a lot more than the last one. The last one just kind of stood there. I didn't even see it casting any magic or anything. It was kind of weird. Alright, hit points are getting low. Good. Very good. So there we are. There's another one done. The Kuthare in the Abyssea Misero. So the next one we're going to want to go to is Vunkerl, Abyssea Vunkerl. There's Katare there that shows up pretty early in the morning. So we'll just meet you guys there. It's going to be around Conflux number 4, Abyssea Vunkerl. So this is Vertical Conflux number 4. I never activated it before, so we'll do it now. Which is surprising. We spent a lot of time here when we were grinding. It's right in this area. So now we want to... Yeah, we want to head northwest from here. I think we... Not this way. Alright, so we're sort of in this area here, and we're looking for something called Sepoy. There it is. Sepoy. And that is the next Catare, so we got him on the line. Hopefully no one has yet claimed. Nope, he's floating around there all alone. Yeah, this is just northwest of Conflux number 4. And we're not too far from Conflux number 8 either. But I didn't have 8 activated, so I might actually activate it after this battle. But in the meantime, let's take care of Sepoy here, the 3rd Catare. Let's do some buffs. Kind of funny, we're on the last Abyssea episode of this playthrough, most likely. We're not, you guys are probably not going to be seeing much more Abyssea stuff after this. It's just interesting, we're still activating vertical confluxes, even on this last day. This last run through these areas. That's okay. Well, we might come back. I might be doing other things. If we want to upgrade other equipment and stuff, we might come back to Abyssea, but... we'll see. We'll just have to see what the future holds for this playthrough. We sort of have a general idea how it's going, but don't see a lot more Abyssea in sight. Uh-oh. He healed a little bit. How did he do that? Yikes. Don't do that. Alright, final little push here. Getting another weapon skill in, that might be good. There we go, we did it. Alright, so there's another one done, and a little more trash loot. There we go. Alright, so... I think the next one we might be going after is going to be in Ottawa, Abyssea Ottawa. There's one that's gonna spawn there around 1500 hours. So what's that? That's like, what, 3 o'clock? So we still got a little ways to go, but yeah, I think that'll be... I think that's the plan. Oh yeah, so while I'm here, I'm just going to head a little more to up here just to activate Conflux number 8, because I never did that. So, but I'll meet you guys at Abyssea Ottawa. We'll be around Conflux number 5. Alright, so we're at the top of that mountain that we had to climb. You had to follow that really specific pattern and path. You can find the path online. And I think it's the third time I've had to do it. Because Now, we're looking for Yane, who we have on our radar. Let's see if we can figure out how to get to him. There we are. Alright, the fourth Katere, Yane. We've already procced him, look at that. Haven't even done any buffs yet. Let's do some. Looks like our food buff has retired, so let's refresh it. Here we are. Yeah, so this guy's supposed to spawn around 1500 hours. It looks like it's a little early. Yeah. Looks like we're ready to do another weapon skill. Do another shield bash, and we might have enough. No, we might have enough time for one more weapon skill. We'll see. Here we go. So there we go. All right. So there's still a few more to go, and those ones are a little more complicated. I think we got to get some items, some key items. I think first, and some of those key items we might already have. So I got to do some research. I don't think I've ever been to this part of the top of the mountain here, actually. It's like these really deep little crags here. It's kind of cool. Wow. Maybe I have been up here. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't looked at it much yet, but I've noticed we've actually been getting some pretty interesting treasure. Yeah, from defeating some of these. We got this. This is new, the Navark's Mantle. For Corsair, huh? It's this one. Estaquar's Cape for a Red Mage. Aquiline Belt. Thief, Ranger, Corsair. Oidos. Matine. Farine Necklace. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep any of this stuff. What's this? Raider's Boomerang. That's neat. Maybe I'll keep that. That's kind of cool. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to do a little research on the last few Katere that we're going to be hunting down, figure out what we got to do in order to get those, and put together a little plan of action. And we'll be right back. So I'm just switching some trusts out because I realize we need to do some... We're looking for some key items that we're gonna want to get from monsters by proccing them with elemental weapon skills. So this is the first one here in Altepa. We're way over in this area by Vertical Conflux 8, I think it is. Yeah, this is the one, that's right. No, actually this isn't the one we wanted. Yeah, no, this wasn't the chariot we wanted, but I mean, it's too late now. We'll kill it. We actually wanted the long-barreled chariot, which we have on the map, but this is... So I can just cut this out. There it is. This is the one we want. Come down here. I wonder if it'll come. Long-barreled chariot. Alright, so this one we want to start hitting with elemental weapon skills. So we'll use Red Lotus Blade. Yeah, and most of these trusts use elemental weapon skills as well. Yeah, so this is a similar technique to what we did with the Chimera in Ulugarond when we were doing the Epidemic Horns. You can proc them with elemental weapon skill, it's more likely to drop the key item. So that's it. So every chance I get, I'll just get the Red Lotus Blade, and hopefully we'll get the key item we're looking for, which is... One sec. Yeah, the item we're looking for is a rusted chariot gear. Alright, so there we are. We got two key items, but we got the rusted chariot gear and something called an Emerald Abyssite of Fortune. Cool, yeah. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, let me just kill these bonfires. Now we need that other item. Yeah, we gotta fight. Yeah, we gotta look for some items now that will drop from monsters. We're looking for tabulas, and yeah, so we actually want to fight bonfires. So that's actually fine, yeah, because these bonfires could potentially drop a smoldering arm. That's what we're looking for. So we need... Alright, so there's the smoldering arm. We got it. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Ah, it tricked me. Alright, let's fight this mimic. Sturdy Pixis. Thought that was a legitimate gold chest. I was gonna look for the other item. So the other item we're gonna need now is Tablila Mercury, which we get from Tablilas. So let's just do a little search on here and find out where they are. Ah, the Tablilas are hard to find, actually. We need to look for sand sweepers. Where are they? So there, down this way, up there, okay. So we gotta fight sand sweepers in order to get a sandy shard. So here's our first one. So let's just fight these until we get a sandy shard. Alright, finally got the sandy shard. Now, we take that to an area. Let me just see if this is amber. It is! So let's try and open this then, because amber light will give us more treasure. So there we are. Good to try and have around 50 amber light. Alright, so now let me think here. We need to go southwest, I think. So we need to go to C11. Well, let's see if this is it. Is this the right spot? Yep. Yeah, alright, let's trade that sandy shard to this inconspicuous spot here. Alright, and here is the Tablila. Now, there's only a 45% chance that he'll drop the item we're looking for, but basically we're looking for a Tablila Mercury, so if he doesn't drop it this time, then we just gotta go back and get another sandy shard. And I don't think we need to proc him in order to get the item. It's just random. 45% chance. Hopefully we get it on our first try. We got it. There we are. So we got the Vial of Mercury. Okay, great. So now that and that Smoldering Arm allow us to spawn the next monster that we want to fight. So where's that? That's at D12. So let's go more southeastern. Yeah, we're near the vertical conflux 8. So now we're at D12. We just had to go through the tunnel. That was at vertical conflux 8. So now we're going to look for the pop location. Here we go. Alright, so here we are at this spot. The Mercury and the Smoldering Arm. Yeah, so we will trade those two items here. Alright, that spawns the Ironclad Smiter. So we're going to want to do our elemental weapon skills on this guy. We want to do the same thing. I'm going to be trying to proc him with elemental weapon skills. That's it. I'll just do Burning Blade over and over. And hope that my other trusts do elemental weapon skills as well. So we'll see how we do here. guy's pretty tough, so I'm going to put on my artifact armor for a little while. Alright, well this has been a tough battle for sure, but it looks like we finally got his hit points knocked down. We've used a lot of elemental weapon skills. Let's see. Oh, I don't think we got it. Oh! Broken Iron Giant Spike. That's it! So we did get it. Wow, we're lucky. Alright, I'll just kill these surveyors, and then that's it. And then that means we got the 2 key items that we need in order to fight the next Cataray. Yeah, at the time of recording this, we still haven't upgraded our Empyrean armor set to +2. I think it's still at +1, so we haven't finished Vagary yet. So I might have to stick with our artifact armor for the rest of this episode. I was trying to go Empyrean because it is Abyssia, but oh my god, there's so many of these things. See if there's anything in here. Ladybird leaf. Alright, I'll find out where we can pop the Cataray now. So here we are, heading north from Vertical Conflux 8. We want to go to D10. So it looks like we finally found the spot. So let's just take a little look at the map so we can... So the upper... Yeah. Northwestern corner, then, of D10. Click here. Boundless Rage. We got the 2 key items. Alright, so here we are. Here's Ronnie. Let's see how we do against the 5th Kataré. From Abyssia Altepa. Hopefully we can do this. I was oh, we procced it. Well, it doesn't really matter. All we have to do is kill it, actually. But anyway, we stunned it nonetheless. We can go back to our Savage Blade. It's more strong. Ronnie's not doing so well, it looks like. Yeah, so after this, there's one more, and that one has a similar process we have to go through in order to get key items to proc it like this one. So a little more work, but we'll do it. I guess we're just kind of doing alright. I mean, slowly taking off points. He's frozen again. Look at that. Amazing. Huh. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what just happened there. Wow, we're charmed. But look what it did to us. Oh, that's a problem. Holy smokes. Wow. Well, that's too bad. As soon as I'm Muncher, I'm going to try and get away here without being seen. Well, it's gone. Well, that's too bad. I don't think that counted then as a defeat, so we're going to have to try again. So I'll just collect the items again, and we'll be back. And I'll show you guys the next attempt. Alright, so it's another day. Let's try another attempt at good old Ronnie, was it? Yeah, Ronnie. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the similar tactic that we did with the Crystalline Prophecy missions. Remember when we did that, the boss, the crystal? It kept charming us. So what I did was, make sure you have Valenerol in your party or another paladin that'll pull. And you just stick the trusts onto the enemy, and then just leave to a safe distance. So I'm just going to see if the trusts can take care of good old Ronnie here. So we lost Shantoto. But, oh well, this is an experiment. We'll just see how it goes. We're not out yet. We've still got all of our 3 hard hitters. Valenerol, Volker, and Exenmal. Oh, I'm just gonna join. I'm just gonna hope that the charm doesn't hit again. I don't have the patience to sit out there. I think maybe we just got unlucky last time, so let's just see how we do that. Let's try and stay behind them, maybe that's a good idea. Oh no, there it goes again. Right when it got to its hit points around the same place. Darn it. That's a tough one, huh? Well, maybe we need to... Maybe it happens when the hit points get to that point. Wow. The exact same thing happened. Too bad. Well, it doesn't take long to get the items, the key items we need in order to keep trying this, so we'll just try again. I mean, what choice do we have? Alright, we're gonna try something. This is a strategy I found online. Someone did this. We gotta pull them away. We don't want to lose... Yeah, we don't want to lose the person. I'll even stay, yeah, like this. Aggroed. We want to make sure... We want to pull them as far away as you can. So that... Uh-oh. So that when he does get... When we do get charmed... We have time to, well, you'll see. I don't even know if this is going to work, but we're going to try. We're getting close. It's good. I kind of want to just come to this area. Okay, good. Yeah. Over here. This is far enough. This is where... I'm sorry, I wish I could remember who the YouTuber was who I saw the strategy do. It was pretty genius. Okay, we're almost there. A little further away, and then we'll be good. All right, let's make this home base. Let's see if this works. Well, I'm bound right now, but what we're gonna do is, yeah. Fight around here, and now when we get charmed, which will happen once the hit points go below 50%, then we'll kind of like just dawdle along with it. But you see, because once he gets back to his spawn point, he disappears. So we need enough distance where we can, yeah, become uncharmed, re-bring our trusts forward, and then re-engage battle. So we'll see if this works. Okay, well, we've lost a few of our tanks, but I'm not too worried about that. Because now that we're below 50%, it took a while. I forgot how long. It's been a long time since I've done this. I'm getting back to this after many, many months, and I forgot how long this battle is. But we'll just keep plugging along here. As long as we have a Pururu, we should be okay. And we should be cursed, or not cursed, but charmed pretty soon. Knowing this guy as we do. We've done this enough. Had enough failures at this guy already. But, yeah, and then we'll just have to see how it goes. And he will, I think, recover some hit points, which is kind of a bummer as well. And we might have to do this a few times if it works. I don't know. So here we go. Here we are. I'm a puppet. So we'll just hang out here and just wait for a while, and he'll just, I think, yeah, slowly make his way back. And that's it. We'll just have to see if we manage to... Uh-oh. Well, I can't follow him that way. Oh, maybe I can. I'm not controlling. It follows automatically. Okay, there we are. We got lots of room. We're really far. Ah! I'm scared he's gonna get to his spot. Okay, let's go like this. Is he following us? Disengage. Yeah, I want to go up this way. Take him back here. And we still have to bring in 2 more trusts. We can't because he's after us. Alright, that's fine. It's fine. Basically what we need to do is get him to go after either Valeneril or someone else. And that's fine. That's easy to do. Oh, look at his hit points though, too. His hit points are all the way up to almost maxed out. That's annoying. No, I can't. Darn it. Well, I thought we were onto something there, but I can't. I thought that I could bring trusts in if I... I'm gonna try again. I was doing it in another system. No. No, too bad. Okay, well, there's a lesson. We only got these 4 characters, so we gotta make do with what we got. Alright, let's just do it from here. I guess we're kind of far away. Yeah, now we don't have a Pururu or Shantoto, which kind of sucks. So, yeah, I don't know. When I was doing my Wildskeeper raves, I was able to disengage when I was missing a trust. Yeah, I was able to disengage and then bring in a trust quickly. No, I just can't do it here. Okay, well, anyway, I don't know. I'm just gonna fight to the death then. I don't know. Maybe he only does maybe he only does the charm once. I don't know. That would be nice. And maybe I don't know. We'll just see. We're not out yet, but I don't know. I might have screwed up. I think I probably should have brought all my trusts back before I engaged. I was just getting a little nervous. He was moving towards his spot there, but I probably did have time to bring in those last 2 trusts, so I should have just done it. But anyway, let's just see how this goes. Alright, so here's our charmed for the second time. Alright, there's all of our trust. Let's see if we can get him. He might have already disappeared, to be honest. No, he's still there, actually. Ah, I should be wearing my track pants. And his hit points are almost full. Oh, I can't believe this. I'm just getting really tired of this. Ah, man, I just don't know about this. I just can't keep doing this. Now his hit points are full. Ah, it's not really helping. Taking him away, he just recovers his hit points. Ah, darn it. Yeah, I'm not sure how long we've been doing this. It's probably been over half an hour, and I'm looking at a little note online, and it does say as well that over the course of 45 minutes of fighting this guy, he slowly builds a physical defense up to 90%. So we're probably pretty close to where he's sitting at 90% damage reduction. I don't know. I just don't know if I'm that interested in continuing to keep trying this. I might need to just keep doing this all the time, but might need to bring an old friend in to come and help us with these, because I just don't think this is really something doable solo. I don't know. How did the other guy do it? I saw a guy online do this. He did exactly what we did there, bringing it over there, and it worked for him. I don't know why it's not working for us. But let's try and bring him back, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what else to do. I'll try this one more time, though. But if we end up getting charmed again, I'm done. I think I might have just avoided the charm there. I saw it enthrall, and I ran away. I think we're okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. Is that what that was? I hope so. Yeah, but if I see that enthrall again, I'm gonna run away. Darn it. I saw that enthrall, but I didn't see it until it was too late. Alright, well, I'm done with this. It's just taking way too long. I'm just exhausted. At this point, I think it's probably been pretty close to about an hour of this. And we're just not getting any closer to finishing this. Ah, too bad. Okay, so we'll come back another time with someone really strong to help us. There, so I avoided an enthrall, so I'll wait for it again. And I got a different setup here. I got different trusts. So maybe it'll work this time. We did it. So it does kind of help. As soon as you see it, because now I don't have a lot of other fighters, so I can. It's easier to see down below the spells that are coming. Because I missed the Enthrall last time. That's why it ended up getting us again. So I'm just gonna stay focused. If I see Enthrall, I don't have him targeted so that I can easily turn my back to him. But if he starts using Enthrall again, I'm gonna run away. And I'm gonna just keep on using my Savage Blade. Yeah, we got support trusts right now. Yeah, and Thrall is the nasty spell we're waiting for. Wow, he's almost gone. We did it. It's done. Wow, that was a tough one. My goodness. Wow. We did it on our own. That was a hard one, guys. I don't know if I'd recommend doing that solo, but there it is. It is possible. Status. I wanted to see my profile. Ranni de Crowner. We got the title, so there it is. We also got an Epona's ring, an Uther's grip, and a Hecate's earring. Cool. Oh, boy. My heart is racing. Well, there you go. We did it. Here's the Hecate earring. Epona's ring. And the Uther's grip. Where's that one? That should be up here somewhere, isn't it? Grip. That might be near the top. Yeah. There's the Uther's grip. So there you go. Oh, alright. So there's one more to do, guys. There's one more Cataray to hunt down, and that is in Grauberg, I believe. Let me just double check that. Yeah. It is in Grauberg, Abyssia. Absolutely, yeah. So I'll see you guys there. So here we are back in Abyssia Grauberg in a very familiar area, and we actually already have the key items for this pop. It's amazing because we spent so much time here. We already have the, which one is it? I think it's this one, the Warped Chariot Plate, and the one right above it, and the Shattered Iron Giant Chain. But basically the Rusted Chariot gear is from a chariot over here. Remember, this is the area where we fought these dark flames. These bombs here are dark flames, and there's a chariot hanging around here. So you use elemental weapon skills on that chariot, and you can get the key item, the Rusted Chariot, or no, the Warped Chariot Plate. Then down here, there's a bunch of urns that we fought a lot in order to get some kind of key item to pop another urn that was a notorious monster. And that's the one that had the other key item that let us open, I think it was right here. Yeah, this is the spot where we fought that Iron Giant thing. And we were grinding those so that we could get iron plates. And that was quite a while ago, so we could... Yeah, the iron plates, which was for our O-Chain, which we're wearing right now. We just happen to be using that. It's actually been very handy. The level 99 O-Chain has been very handy the last little while. Yeah, so these are the urns, but we already got the key item, so we don't need to fight them again. So it's in J5, so we're close. We're gonna go to a pop location we've never gone to before. This is a different one. That's probably it right there. Alright, well, we don't even have our party together, so I better not be messing around with that yet. Let me just bring everybody together. So this is our first attempt. So yeah, if I end up failing this, then we'll have to get those key items again, and then I guess I can show it then. But we've already kind of shown all that stuff. Yeah, it was probably in the Burt Gang and O-Chain video, I think. Item, let's eat something. And get some light on us right off the bat. Why not? Let's just... This guy's called... What? We've attracted the attention of these guys. Darn it. Well, I didn't want to do that. Okay, let's just clear the area quickly. Alright, those guys are gone now. Alright, so now let's find the pop spot again. And we will say yes, and here we go. So this is what I think is probably should be the hardest one out of all of them. This is Raja. I mean, Raja means king. So let's see how we do here. But I checked and I couldn't find any charm spells that he has. So we might be okay. But let's see how we do our first time around with Raja. Let's see what kind of tricks he's got up his sleeve. He's doing a little dance. I wonder if I should put my Aegis shield on. Let's see what kind of magic he tries to do. Dispelga. Dispelga. He wants to take off our buffs, I bet. Savage Blade. Looking good. I'm happy. We're still having light on us, so that's good. I'll just wait for the next Savage Blade. So far, so good. But this guy, I'm sure, has some powerful spells. Yeah, this is a very popular area. You gotta go through this area as well to get one of those items we used to upgrade the O-Chain. Yeah, by going through the tiered Abyssite. You go through here. You had to do that as well in that episode. The Burt Gang and O-Chain episode. Well, we seem to be doing pretty good here. I'm not too worried so far. I don't know. Maybe this is sort of like a game of chess where the king is not really as strong as the queen. I don't think anything's going to top that last fight, that Ronnie. Ugh, that was horrible. She was the reason we took a long break from this episode. There was many, many months there where I just have not been to Abyssia. It's because of her. Nightmares about that, but we did it. Now we got this one. And it would be nice if we could do this on our first attempt. Especially when we didn't even have to go and get any of the items. We just happened to have all those key items in our inventory. It was amazing. But I'm not surprised, because like I said, we did spend a lot of time around here. We did fight that ironclad thing many, many times when we were collecting those iron plates. So it's not surprising we had that key item. And I remember that chariot just, happened to be hanging around every once in a while. We'd fight it. Most of the time I try to avoid it. But it is hanging around those dark flames, and sometimes we'd accidentally aggro it, and we'd have to fight it, and I guess we just picked up the key item for that as well, and there we are. Wow, Raja's going down. Look at that. This is awesome. This is the last Cataray. Wow. Are we going to do this on our first try? I hope so. That'll be awesome. Come on, guys. I love this team. This is the best Final Fantasy XI Trust Party. I mean, it's just awesome. It's just got power, magic. It's got all the races. Alright. There we go. Wow, that was just so amazing. I'm even going to take the treasure. Why not? We got an Aces mufflers there, suits and mittens, and Caracol thread. Let's see what's in here. A Fey teardrop. Okay, I'll try and get it. I don't know what that is. We got lots of time here, so let's attempt to unlock this. I haven't done this in a while. Alright, so let's go with 25. It's less than 25. That one of the digits is 5. So it must be either 15. There must be 15 then. Alright, I have no idea what this is, but we earned it because we finished the last Cataray. So I'm going to take this Fey teardrop. We'll figure out what that does. And I'll just take a quick look at our profile here, and there we are, Raja Regicide. Alright, so now that we have finished defeating all of the Cataray that are hiding out in all the Abyssea zones, we will return back to, I believe, Port Juno to talk to Jacquem. So I'll meet you guys there. Well, there you are. Whatever this thing is, it doesn't sell for very much. 5,000 gil or so, so it's probably nothing. But I'll just hold on to it in case it's part of some sort of quest or something like that. I don't know. But here we are back in Port Juno, and let's talk to Jacquem and let him know we've killed the 6 Cataray from Abyssea zones. Ah, Oko, always a sight for sore eyes. I've got a message for ye here, from ye know who. Needs to speak with ye again, he says. Time and place are the same as afore. The Hall of the Gods, deep within Romave. Oko, a moment. I heard ye did for those dreadful Cataray creatures. As it happens, we discovered something of interest. All the juicy details ye can get from ye know who. There's one more thing I finally found out about everything. It was so fantastical. Every word so far beyond the realm of logic. I was struck dumb. But then again, how else could ye explain the cause for the devastation what's befallen Abyssea? I'm told ye've got a mind to go it against a divinity, Oko. I can't help but scratch me head at why ye do so much for a world that isn't even your own. It's been bothering me, Oko. Won't ye tell me what drives ye, mate? I'm an adventurer. I like that answer. We're gonna go with that. Ye fight because ye're an adventurer? I've always thought ye lot were strange, but your reply pretty much sets me sentiments in stone. Sorry once again, Oko, for holding ye up. It's become a terrible habit of mine. I just want ye to know I appreciate these little conversations we have. There's something I've been meaning to give ya. An Abysite of Discernment. It's a memento of me home, something I haven't been able to let go of till now. I'm entrusting it to ye, mate, as a token of me faith in ye. Me faith that ye'll do right by the folk of Abyssea. In anywise, ye best be going now, Oko, else me ramblin' is never like to end. Alright, we get the Abysite of Discernment. I'll look that up quickly to see what that does. The bearer will more readily recognize the weaknesses of Abyssean fiends when faced in battle. I wonder how it does that. When fighting an Abyssean notorious monster, this Abysite will occasionally give the player a message corresponding to a particular weakness trigger when using a weapon skill or a spell. Oh, that's cool. That's amazing. So it actually tells you the weaknesses of things. That's cool. You can receive a message from any spell or weapon skill used against a mob, even those that are non-potential proc spells, weapon skills. Wow, a lot of information here about this. Okay, well that sounds like a very useful Abysite if we continue to explore Abyssea, and who knows what's going to happen in the future. I don't know, this might be one of the last episodes with Abyssea, but we'll see. But there's still some stuff to do, so now we got to go back to the Hall of the Gods, and we need to be there at a particular time of the day, which is actually good now. We can basically go there, and it's going to be anytime after 1800 hours, till 5 in the morning, so we're good. So I'll meet you guys there at Romaith. Ahoy there, matey. We've been waiting for ye. Oko, it gladdens me to see you safely returned. Shortly after the last Katare was dispatched, a new source of dimensional disturbance manifested in your world. As suspected, the twisted creatures are linked to the Twilight God, and theirs had indeed been the presence concealing the gateway to our destination. The disturbance was detected on Quiffam Island, by the southern edge of the wall outside Delkfoot Tower. Arr, it seems your instincts be right on the coin, little missy. Granted, much of it may have seemed like guesswork, but there actually is a straightforward explanation for all this. When Altair ascended to the highest plane, part of it was left behind in the mortal realm. That part was none other than Quiffam Island, the point of convergence for the Crystal Line. Whoa, missy, I don't recall requesting a lecture. The Sea of Shumeo, it would interest you to know, was the terrestrial location of the celestial capital. My words would be made clearer if you examined a pre-cataclysmic map of the area. Shiver me timbers, the area around Quiffam? It be circular all right, but the scale of it, it be out of this world. Yes, and having noted that peculiarity, I made my conjecture that if another cavernous maw were to exist, there could be no other place for it. This, Gilgamesh, was precisely why I sent you to investigate Quiffam's surroundings, ensuring that differences in existential phase were accounted for. Well, I'll be danged. Ye sure know a lot, little missy, especially for one who looks young enough to call me grandpappy. I've been wondering for some time now, but hadn't had the chance to voice me thoughts. Who the heck are ye exactly? Very well. in light of our dire circumstance, I will not keep this from you. I am a survivor of a long-lost civilization called the Xylart. It has been my charge to watch over Abyssia from the dark shadows of time. Blimey, ye be a veritable treasure trove of surprises. Well then, this means a couple of things. First, that all your claims be based on experience. And second, that ye be me senior by no small margin. I suppose it won't cut it no more to call ye little missy. Garg. The goddess forbid. I am not ungiven to being called such. But let us return to the subject at hand, that of the dimensional disturbance. Although the Kataray are eliminated and obstruct our passage no more, the newly formed gateway remains unfit to be traversed by one of Abyssia. Aye, me jolly little scoutin' mission found us no maws per se at Quiffum, I fear. There be a portal of sorts, true, but she don't seem to be fully manifested. To venture a guess, I'd say this incomplete alignment be the reason why me folks get stripped to half our strength in the crossin', much like a sailor gets relieved of cloth and coin when he visits a dodgy establishment. Forgive me yet another hypothesis, Oko, but your subjugation of the Kataray may well be proof that you can enter Altair without detriment. Whether or not this theory holds water, there is but one way to find out. Pray make all haste for Quiffum Island, and thence to the celestial capital, where the Keeper of the Apocalypse abides. There be no guessing the horrors what await. But fact is, they be the best endowed to deal with them, erg. Yes, the hope of our entire world rests upon Oko and his comrades. It be a right heavy burden. I pray they don't get crushed by it. Alright, there we are. So our next destination is going to be Quiffum Island. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so here's Delphick's Tower on Quiffum Island, and we're looking for something close to the wall here that we should be able to access. Here we are. This must be it. Yeah, this looks... I've never seen this here before, but yeah, here we are. So here's a transcendental radiance. That looks magnificent. So let's click on here. A traverser stone resonates with the eerie light before you. You suspect that Altair lies on the other side of this dimensional distortion. Proceed. It costs 10,000 Kur. So let's do it. So we're about to start a very, very difficult battle. Oko, could it truly be you? But how is it that you're still here? Prish? Huh? What the hell kind of reaction is that? Have you got a fever or something? Then again, With all you've been through, small wonder if you're not feeling yourself. No, wait. Something isn't quite right here. Who are you? So all hell broke loose on Abyssia. And you're Oko, only you've come from another dimension. That's not the craziest thing I've ever heard, but it sure as hell comes close. There's something I need to say. The wretched state of the world. It's all your fault. Oh, it's all our fault, actually. I bet you've already figured it out. We went up against Promethea, Oko. We took on the Twilight God, but we couldn't finish the job. We got our butts handed to us, in fact. All that drop-kicking to no avail. You and your comrades were all swallowed up, and there was nothing I could do but stand by and watch it in stunning horror. Being what I am, I was the sole survival of the carnage. But truth be told, I would have sooner joined you all on the far side. I don't know if I could muster up the courage to face Cardinal Mildorian again. Snap out of it, Prish. Say nothing and continue on. I won't say anything. I gotta hear how this plays out. Hey, are you planning to do what I think you're planning to do? Why, you're every ilm the gutsy adventurer the Oko I knew was. Always setting the bar so high. You make me look bad, you know. At any rate, it's good to know that Oko will always be Oko, no matter what dimension he hails from. I do notice one difference, though. The oodles and oodles of power you emanate, it seems to be something inherent to folk of your world. I hate to admit it, but it's obvious I'll just end up cramping your style if I tag along. Therefore, I'm going to sit this one out. My world, Abyssia. It's all in your hands now, Oko. You just leave it to me. Smile in response. Yep, leave it to me. We won't let you down, Presh. Hehe. Ever the reliable adventurer, I see. Now, let me be dead serious for a moment, Oko. You're bursting at the seams with power that people of Abyssia can only dream of. This is true. However, the enemy that awaits beyond isn't the run-of-the-mill man-god you might be expecting. In absorbing our friend Celtius into his being, the Twilight God has evolved and taken on a fearsome new form, terror and dread made flesh. He looks more like a worm now, but one that's bigger, badder, and uglier than anything you've ever seen. But hey, don't let these little details unnerve you. When you square off against this souped-up Promethea, the foremost thing to keep in mind is to be yourself. That's right, Oko. Be your bloodthirsty, ruthless self. Ready yourself as best you can, because if even the extra-dimensional version of you can't come out on top, then the goddess forbid Abyssia truly is screwed. Alright, so here we have a little, loading zone. So we automatically have visitation status, which is good. Here is the Transcendental Radiance. Click this for a cutscene. There he is. There's the big guy. So that was just the cutscenes. There we are. But before we actually fight him, we want to talk to the Kur Prospector. Which one? Yeah. Right? Oh, wait a minute. No, we talked to that one. No, we want our Atmos infused. I'll just do the ones I usually use. This one, Stout Arm. Whoops. Ah. Huh? Okay. Oh. I already have them. I guess, I'm confused. Reinforce the following outline? Make it so. I'm confused. Those are the ones I was using in Abyssia before. But yeah, those are the ones I wanted, so I've never seen that before. That was interesting. Anyway, I guess that was just... I guess it remembers the last set you used or something like that. So from the Kur Prospector here, we can have enhancement effects. All enhancements. I guess we can just do this. You might as well. So here we go, guys. I'll also eat some food. And let's go. Click on this and we'll do the Worm God. This is our first attempt at this. We're going to try and do it solo. We have half an hour to do this. Darn it, I wanted Prish. Where is she? Okay, well I can't see her. I can't find her, so I'm just not gonna bring in Prish. I was gonna bring Prish instead of Zaid. I don't see her, and we don't have time. I'm panicking because we don't... Alright, here we go! Shinryu! Let's go, guys. Let's just see how we do here. I'm going to try and stay kind of behind him. I like to kind of do that, because I think he does have conal magic effects. Oh, it looks like his hit point bar is a mystery. That's interesting. But anyway, that's it. We're just going to kind of like hang out here for a while and see how we do here on a solo round with the ultimate Abyssia boss. Sounds like we got some original music here, too. I don't remember ever hearing the music like this. Pretty awesome. Well, he sure likes to move around, but I don't really think he's taken his attention off of Velaneril, which is kind of good. Although I'm a little worried about Shantotto being right behind Velaneril. And Apuru, they're all back there behind him, but anyway. Oh well. Oh, we got a timer going here, a doom counter. Yeah, we got a... I brought a bunch of holy waters just in case. Let's hope that helps. We'll see. I think that worked. No, it didn't. Well, something happened. Oh, did we kill him? I think we got him. No? Oh yeah, Shantotto defeats Shinryu. There we go. But we might die. Oh no, good, okay. The doom status is gone. Alright, so let's just see here. Now we want to talk to Presh. Alright, well that battle wasn't too long. You did it, Oko. I always knew you could do it, but still, I was on pins and needles the whole time. I'd already lost you once before, after all. It's just as I feared, though. Defeating a god won't turn back time, won't undo all the damage in the blink of an eye. Those who were taken won't be coming back, while those who remain will have to rebuild their world the old-fashioned way. You see the ring of red in the sky, Oko? That there's the Mother Crystal, shattered all to pieces once again. Do you notice? Promethea's gone, but neither can I hear the voice of the goddess. I'm sure she's grieving in silence even as we speak. There's no cause for concern, though. As long as mankind lives on, so too will the gods that gave birth to us. When her champions fell to Promethea, Abyssia was forced onto a new path, one with eventualities far departed from before. Things may never be the same again, but I still mean to put to good use the long life I've been given. I'm going to stay here and keep watch over the world, see where it's headed. You'd have to go a long way to find a better view than here, don't you think, Oko? Well, what's with the sidelong glance? Cut it out already. Spells and curses have no effect on me, let alone words and stares. If this is the moon we're standing on, then that thing, a hojillion malms away, must be Abyssia. It's as round as the moon, and even more beautiful, I reckon. This place, though, holds special meaning for me, after all. It's where I fought my last battle beside my friends. If I left, I'd be making a lot of people sad. I can't be doing that now, can I? And that's why I have to stay. Rough days are still ahead for Abyssia, and it pains me that I won't be around to help out. But with you on the job, I know I've got nothing to worry about. When you get back, I want you to deliver a message to the Cardinal. Tell her that I'm alive, and in strapping shape as always. Tell her also that I'm sorry. Folk would call me improper to send a Godslayer as my errand boy, but as you can see, there's no one else around I can ask to do this little favor. We may be of different worlds, but ours is a friendship of dimension transcending. Go well, Oko, and thank you. I hope it won't be long before we meet again. Here we are back in Port Juno. on a beautiful evening. Let's talk to the man and see what he has to say. Now that we defeated the Worm God. Is that right? So it'll be a while yet afore lives return to normal. To be sure, it'd be naive to believe all the damage what Abyssia sustained could be undone overnight. Deep down, though, I allowed myself to hope. I'd be lying through me teeth if I said I weren't disappointed. Regardless, I take great joy in knowing that mankind is saved, and that me mates and I are coming and being stranded here wasn't in vain. I want to thank ye again, Oko, both ye and yours from the bottom o' me heart. A more courageous, valiant crew I've never known. Ah, gosh. By the by, I've got here another message for ye from the usual suspects. They want to see ye soon as ye got back, mate. Said they'll be waitin' in the same time, same place. Ye know the deal, aye? How could I ever forget? I know. We're just going back to the Hall of the Gods at that same pocket of time during the day. Oko, a moment. It just crossed me mind. But what will ye do now that Abyssia is saved from her fate of certain destruction? Go fulfill a promise. I guess it's the only option. A promise? You mean the one ye made to that girl ye just mentioned? You can leave Abyssia to me. Have the Traverser Stones ready. Huh? Haha, I will, mate. Don't ye worry your head off about it. I guarantee I'll be here to assist ye any way I know how, till the day me flesh and bones turn to dust. That sounded like the response from the other option. The Traverser Stone. That response could have been for either. Alright, so I'll meet you guys at the Hall of the Gods. It's perfect timing. It's after 1800 hours once again. It's perfect. We be waiting for ye, matey. That ye stand before us now could only mean one thing, sweet victory. Arr! This old pirate's met many and more folk in his day, but none of 'em could hold a candle to ye, matey. Welcome back, Oko. While it is still fresh in your mind, I would have you recount to us all that transpired. I see. I am elated to learn that Prish is alive and well. The pain and suffering she has had to endure are beyond even my imagining. It is I, not she, who needs to apologize for being powerless to do more. We Abyssians had stood on the precipice of destruction, every last person all but lost to hope. But a miracle appeared, instilling us with courage and resolve, ultimately saving us from a fate of certain destruction. That miracle, Oko, is you! Our boundless gratitude is forever yours. Although the Keeper of the Apocalypse is no more, the scars of tragedy remain graven within the hearts of mortals. Yet time heals all wounds, no matter how deep they might run. And then people will rise again in united purpose and restore Abyssia to her former glory. Even now, the seeds of new lives, of new and resilient generation, are sprouting, taking root. Taking root, you say? Like a tree? Yes, Gilgamesh, like a tree. Oko, do this dodderin' old pirate a favor and keepin' an eye on the your world, will ye? 'Cause if he be anything like me, he'll be needin' close supervision. Arr. As ye already know, Abyssia be long in the recoverin', so we'd appreciate ye poppin' in from time to lend a helping hand here and there. Ye've given us much, Oko, including the precious gift of life, a chance at living. I only wish there be some way for me and me hearties to repay ye. Before I go wandering off, I feel obliged to thank ye again for putting up with me nigh endless prattlin'. Ye been a most attentive pair o' ears. Fare ye well, matey, and may the wind always fill your sails. Oko, I know a lot. The future that awaits you, the branches of eventualities that lie along the way. Yet, in a world of infinite possibilities, it cannot be ruled out that the cataclysm that befell Abyssia may one day descend upon Vana'diel. You must stay strong and ever ready, Oko, for the time may come when your uncommon courage and valor will be needed once more. Before I take my leave, I have one last favor to ask of you. It concerns Prish. For all her carefree demeanor, she has known naught but hardship and suffering her entire life. It would mean much to both Prish and me if you would pay her visit on occasion, whenever time permits. As your counterpart in Abyssia stood by her, easing the pain that racks her gentle heart, so too would I ask the same of you. Thank you, Oko, and farewell. May the stars shine their countenance upon you always. Thank you, Ishintarl. So I don't think I'll keep her waiting unless I have to. Oh no. Yep, I'm gonna head straight to see Prish back at the Imperial Paradox. Alright, so you have to buy another Crimson Traverser Stone in order to come in here to talk to Prish, but if you do, you can talk to her and we can get another cutscene. Hey, if it isn't the other Oko, did you forget something when you left? Or perhaps, dare I hope, you came all this way to see a little old me, Ah, poor Prish. Never a moment to herself, but such is the price of popularity. Hey, the joke wasn't that bad, was it? Perhaps the time in solitude has dulled my edge. But never mind that. It's truly good to see you again, Oko. And it appears you've already delivered my message to the Cardinal. Ah, sorry, it's the Whisper of the Soul thing that told me. It's against the rules, I know, but you can't blame a girl for trying. It's dead quiet here, and you can literally see forever. The clouds that envelope Abyssia, they form all kinds of interesting shapes. Looking at them never gets old. But to tell you the truth, I can't help but feel lonely. When I saw you coming, Oko, my heart skipped a beat. I thought it'd leap out of my chest for the joy, no exaggeration. Promise you'll come and visit me again, alright? It doesn't have to be every day, mind you. Every other day should do it. Alright? Sure, I'll just lie. And say of course. Alright. That's a promise, Oko. Don't even think of breaking it. Oops. Now I feel kind of guilty. Now, look here. As a show of gratitude, I'm going to give you a present. It's an Abyssite of the cosmos. Something that once belonged to the you of Abyssia. He would have wanted you to have it, Oko. Take good care of it as if it were me. You hear? You got it. Alright, we get the Abyssite of the Cosmos, and we'll take a look at what that does. So this reduces the cost of the Primeval Brew to 200,000 Krur. That's a temporary item. But what else does it do? It has to do more than that. So certain items will find their way into the bearer's possession more readily. Interesting. Well, I don't really care too much about that, I think, anymore, because we're probably not going to be doing very much Abyssia anymore. I'm not sure if that affects anything outside of Abyssia. I doubt it would. But anyway, there we are. That's everything, guys, for Abyssia. I really don't know when we're going to be going back to Abyssia for anything. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some things. There's probably more things scattered around that might be connected to other things we still have to do before we finish this game, but I'm not sure. But as far as I know at this point, that's everything for Abyssia. We've done a lot there. Now it's time to move on to other things. Alright, that's going to be everything for now, so thank you everybody for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link below. My name is Oko, and I'll see you guys all on the next episode of our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have yourselves a great day. Bye for now.